Good morning, everyone. How are you today? So, my name's Suzie, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So, that means I can help you anywhere in Australia as long as you don't already have a distributor or helping you already. Now, today's going to be a big day for Queenslanders with that cyclone heading to the coast. So I hope everybody stays safe and do the regular things for tidying up and check with the council on things as well. So it's going to be quite terrifying for us because haven't been in a cyclone before. We'll get a lot of rain and wind, but apparently now it's going to cross the coast in Surfers Paradise. So we've got our prayers for those people that are in the way of the cyclone coming in, if that's so. Yeah. So we had some online exclusive drop, and we also had some kits dropped in too. So it's always to check that we have new products. Hi Holly, how you going? Yeah, I've got the stuff ready to go, Holly. So so we've got some new products and they dropped in yesterday, so you can check those out. We also have our last chance products, so you can hop in there and have a look. Some of the things are actually half price, so you can get some good deals. If you've been sort of sitting on the fence or humming and hawing, yeah, we hope so, Holly. Thank you. Humming and hawing on a set or stamps or dies, just have a look into the last chance list and you might get it for half price or you might get it at a discount. Sometimes it is cheaper to buy them, the stamps and the dies separate, especially in the last chance, rather than buy it as a bundle. So please check that out for any information there. So we also have the online exclusive, so please check there as well. Good morning, Lynn. How are you going? Yeah, thanks, Lynn. Yeah, hopefully everything will be cool. So just before we go down to the desk, I have a card class booked. So that is on the 22nd of March, 6 cards, and it will be $40. If you want it posted out to you, it's an extra $10 because that's what the postage is. So if you want that, sorry, I got an itchy nose today. Just go onto my website, onto my Suzie Dee's website for Stampin' Up. Well, it's under Suzanne, not Suzie Dee. So Suzanne Deeks, independent demonstrator. So you can go in there and you can find, there's a couple of links there that go to the registration page. So now let's head down. That's enough of the chit chat. So I'm going to bring you down to the desk in my... Okay, you don't need my phone. I was just checking because I ordered some products off Woolworths to have it delivered. And I thought I'd ordered it for yesterday, but I'd made a mistake and ordered it for today. But they're just telling me some of the products that I ordered aren't available. They're gone. So we can cope with that. All right. So just remember, our mini catalogue goes till April. There is lots of information in here on cards and what you can make. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. So don't forget our mini catalogue. And a lot of things will be going on the last chance list from the catalogues and to our annual one. So this is what we're going to play with today. So it's a paste. It's an embossing paste. So you can make different patterns with it and everything. You can stamp on it by the looks of it. So turn it into a stencil, it says. So we're going to play with that today. So just have a look in the catalogue if you've got one, or go online. You'll be able to find it there. Sorry, my throat's going croaky again. So they haven't contacted me again about going back to the hospital, so I think they've forgotten me. Okay, so I'm going to take a block. I have a refill for ink, and I'm also this time going to add some shimmer to it with this iridescent mica powder. So I just thought of that afterwards, and I thought, well, we'll try and use it, see what happens. So it's all trial and error with this, because I only did it the other day for the first time. Now, I've heard when you open this, once you've opened it, put glad wrap over it because it goes hard. So this is what it looks like. So where's my spatula? So I've got a spatula. I'll put it down here. Ah, here it is, over the other side. So these are on our website too. So a little spatula. You could really use anything that you could pick it up with. So I'm going to use, actually I might use this one this time. I used the small one before. So we'll use the palette knife this time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get a blob. And in that, I'll cover this up, just in case what they say is true, that it goes hard. And we can always add more if we need it. So just wrap that around tight and put the lid on. So I'm going to put some colour in here. I'm just going to put 2 drops. And I'm going to mix that up. And I'm going to add some mica powder. So I might take that other small one. So we won't need a lot of mica powder. So I'm just going to sprinkle it over. I'm hoping this will give it a bit of sheen. This is the stuff I use on my jewellery. So firstly I'm going to cut. I'm going to use white paper because I've got some white. Oh, that feels thick for just basic white. So, oh, I wonder if it feels thick. I've got 2 pieces. So I'm just going to cut, and I should have done this before. I was too busy listening to what's going on with the cyclone. So I'm going to cut at 5.5. By 3 3/4. Actually, I could do it on the bigger one and trim it down. No, do it on the small one. Decisions. Now, I have a stencil here, and I have these for my jewellery as well, to putting marks in the clay. So I thought, oh, we could do that with the embossing paste and see how it turns out. Now, the thing is, stay over there. I've got the fan on, haven't I? So the thing is to put your stencil on your paper. Now, you've got to be careful here because you don't want to drag up the stencil. Now, how this turns out is anybody's guess. So this is for a background. I need to put something heavy there. So just smear it on with your palette knife. And just watch you don't lift up your little things on the stencil. It can get a bit messy. But then it can get messy with the inks, can't it? The palette knife is easier than that little diamond shaped one. It looks like I just made enough. So just smooth it in. Now, as you know, when I showed you what I'd done, I wasn't happy with it. So I've got a different idea this time. Okay. Oh, thank you, Holly. Sorry, I was concentrating on doing this. I didn't see your message. So I'll clean these off because we won't need them again. And this palette knife set with the palette knife and that is on our website. Okay, they're as clean as they're going to get at the moment. And I'll just get rid of this. I'll have to put it in the sink and leave it to soak. But we'll just get rid of what we can because it will stay hard on the block. Okay. So take it off gently as you can. There we go. How about that? So I'll just wipe over the stencil a bit. It'll have to go into water. But just while I'm here, I've got as I say, just be careful of the plastic little bits. They flick up and they break. So then your stencil's no good. See, there's one that was sticking up. Okay, I'll get up what I can. And I'll put the stencil down here to have to go in the sink. So I'll just clean up. Otherwise we'll get it all over the place. We don't want that, do we? Because we need to work on the surface. So we're probably going to have to dry this a bit with the heat gun. Otherwise it does take ages to... So what do you think so far? Isn't that a gorgeous background? So let's, I'll just block your ears, talk to yourself while I just do this. I need it to be dry to put on a card. And I've only got it on the heat setting of 1. So I'm lucky with this because I have a lot of stencils and rubber stamps that I use in my jewellery making. I haven't really made any jewellery for a while because I've been concentrating on the cards. Now I have to move because they put the rent up to a ridiculous price. So you've got to be careful on this too because it will probably crumble. So a little bit wet. Really, you should do this and leave it overnight, but of course I didn't have that option. You can probably pick stencils up at your cheap shop, I should imagine. Morning, Marlene, how are you? We're just doing a different process. What we've done is we've used some paste, which you can get as embossing paste. So we've got that. Then we've added some ink to it and some mica powder and a stencil. So this is what we have from the stencil. So I'm just going to put that over there. We'll get rid of these. So seeing as we're doing thank you, Marlene. Thank you. Let's get this off. Give it a wipe. So I'm hoping that dries. So I can put it on the card. The card I've chose for today, I'll never be without my wipes. So what I'm going to do today is I thought the card is Smoky Slate. Don't want the purple one. So I picked out these two. So we've got, I think it's pecan pie. Yep, pecan pie. And I think that's Daffodil Delight. Oh, that's got something on it. Which one do you think we should use? Got any ideas what makes it pop? If you let me know in the comments which you think we should use. Any ideas? Pecan pie or Daffodil Delight? Daffodil Delight? That was my thought too, Holly. So what we're going to do is we'll fold our card in half to start off with. And this is Smoky Slate. So remember, it's a mail card, so we can't use, I was going to say, we can't use some of the other colours like pinks and stuff because this is for mails. And she says as she tries to find her, honestly, you wouldn't believe what I've got. Here it is. Bone folder. So give it a crease. So the card is 5 3/4 by 8 in Smoky Slate. Then we're going to do our Daffodil Delight, and that one is 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. And I think we'll just put emboss that. Let's see what I've got. Well, that was clever. They can't go any further, can they? Oh, you have to excuse me leaning over. Actually, I think I like this circle one. I think that's a nice one for a mail card. Got lots of, and there's that one. That would be a mail card too. And these are all 3D. I guess she's going to clean up what she's done. But I'm thinking that this one. So I'm going to put that card aside for the moment. Put that aside. And I'm going to bring down my Big Boss. Now, being a mail card, I don't want it to be too flowery. So with the embossing folder being 3D, we just need our number 1 plate, and then our grey plate. So we'll put that in. We'll put it in hinge first, and then we'll put our grey plate on top, and we'll roll it through. Now, whatever you do with your embossing folders, don't bring them back through. If you do that, you'll probably ruin them. I always keep my plate here in front of me so that it's easy for me to grab. So we're going to put this back up here. Oh, definitely have to clean that up, don't I? So here's what we've got. I've used circles specifically because we have circles on our main background piece. So this will go on here like that, and then this one will go on here. I'll have to cut it down a bit, so just waiting for that bit to dry. So we'll cut out so I thought I'd use the honey eater, the bird. So I'm going to cut part of that off because I don't need it all. And I want it to go through the mini. Oh, just slightly too small, that one. Well, maybe. Oh, I can try that, see if it works. I was going to put it on the bigger piece, but just might fit on here. Otherwise, we've got another piece of white we can put it on. So I'll get our mini down. I got new plates for this. Arrived yesterday or day before. So with your dies, you can run them through a couple of times. That's not a problem. But some people say you can go backwards with your embossing folders, and others say not to because it'll make them look like a duck's beak. Well, I don't want to try that to see if they're right or wrong. But cut it out. What I think I'll do, or what I should have done, was stamp it. So I'm going to do that and colour it first. I was going to just do it in plain, but you can't really see what it is. And I was just going to colour it one colour, but I think I prefer to stamp it. So we'll do that and give it a quick colouring. So I always like to use either early espresso or crumb cake. Now, I washed my blocks. They're still smeary because I didn't take them out and wipe them. So I'll put him like that, and I'll take my early espresso, and we'll stamp him. Hi Deborah, how you going? So we've got that. Put that up there. Put this away. So we'll do him in blues, I think. So it doesn't need a lot. And I might use wild wheat. So I'm going to use my thin end. And then I'm going to use Dark Night of Navy. So I'm going to do his wings here. Now, it doesn't matter if you leave a few white spots in it. Now I'm going to just go over it. I probably should do the light first. So too, I could take my Wink of Stella and or my colour blocker and move the colour around. So I might do this one in the light colour. Doesn't look much difference, does it? So I might do these feathers in wild wheat. So they reckon the cyclone will get to us in the early hours of Friday morning. So it'll be something different, won't it? I think where we are here, we'll just get a lot of rain. Mhm. I'm not even sure what honey eaters is supposed to be, the colour. But I guess we can do any colour because it's our creation. And we'll give him a dark blue eye. Okay, so we've got that done. So now we'll cut him out on here. So using the mini and just get it lined up. Stop moving. So I'm just going to lay this down, put some sticky tape on it so that it hopefully doesn't move. One over his beak. We'll cut him out. I could put that other one behind it to give it a bit of thickness. Always be careful when you take your washi tape off your dies because sometimes they can rip the paper. Might come in handy for something. So we've got our hummingbird. Honey eater. It's a honey eater, isn't it? I think so. Now, put that there. I'll probably need it for the sentiment. Actually, I'll need it for the in a tat. So far we've got this. Now, I want to do a circle on top, which will go on top of that one. And because it's a mail card, I think I'll use just an ordinary circle instead of a fancy one. So at the moment, you can still buy this. So if you miss out, and try our last chance items, and you should be able to get it in there. So I might use our circle dies, just an ordinary circle. So stylish shapes. Honestly, I use this more than I use anything else. You can tell, can't you? Look, it's all over the place. So I want the bird to sit in the circle. Maybe like that. I don't think a smaller one would do. But I might take a small one out for a sentiment. I have to put some tape on this. It's all falling apart. Right. It seems to be stuck okay. I mean, hardened okay. Just that bit of so I'll just have to bring this down. And oh, just fits. Look at that. Yeah, I think we do, Deborah. Pretty sure we have them in Australia. I should have looked up what colours they are, but make it look more authentic. So there's our stylish shapes. Now we can start putting these together. So I'm going to have to trim this other one. So this can go underneath. Yeah, they can. To see the wings fluttering when they're getting the pollen out of the flower. I don't know why this always sticks. Woo! That came out fast, didn't it? With once you emboss paper like this one, it's always best to use a lot more glue than what you normally would. Seriously, because the fibres break up and you just need a bit more glue. So there's our first mat. Now I'm going to have to cut this down a bit. So I'm going to try not to break any of it. So I want this at 5 1/4. So 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. So, Deborah, we did this pattern. I did this with my embossing cream embossing paste. I added a little bit of colour and I added some mica powder. So I mixed it all together. Then I put a stencil on the top which has circles on it. And I smoothed over the embossing paste over it. So I'm going to be gentle with this because I don't want it falling apart. So now I'm gently going to sit this on top. So we've virtually got two, yeah, it's a stencil. I can just use the big one. So I'm going to put that on there for it to stick. That's what I mix the paste on. It's got to go. And this is the stencil that we used, Deborah. So it turned out quite good, I thought. I was pleased with it. I mean, I only tried it once before. So then I'm going to stick this sort of off to the side. And I'm just wondering, instead of white, I might use a colour. So we could use probably a dark blue, couldn't we? Blueberry bushel. I think that'd do for the circle. I don't think I've got any here. I might have. Oh. That sounds like postman. Yeah, it is. It's one of my jewellery ones. So I've got that on. It's the light one. That's more green. So, you like blueberry bushel? So we've got the darker one, I think, which is Night of Navy, or the lighter one. But I think I'll go for the darker one. What's the difference between? sticking. So which one do you think? A blueberry bushel, Night of Navy, I think this is Azure Blue or something. Or it could be boho blue. No, not light enough for boho. It is everything's falling around me. It is this is Azure Blue. So shall we go this one? 1, 2, or 3? What do you think? Just what we're going to do is we're going to cut a circle and put our honey eater on there. So 1, 2, or 3. Put it in the 1. Anybody else? Gonna put that down? No? I wonder if my card's there. Deb. Alright, we've got to look nice on the dark blue. Yeah. So I'm going to cut this as if I'm cutting a card base. So you wonder what you do with all these bits and pieces, don't you? All right. Let's recut that circle again. You can change your mind with whatever you're doing. There's no set, unless you're doing like a fun fold. There's no set way of doing things. You can do whatever you want. Cover mistakes up by putting a circle or a square or whatever. Oh, stay there. So that's stuck now. So I think I'm going to leave this white one and this other one together just to give it a bit of thickness. And I'll probably cut I'll probably pop this up on dimensionals and glue down the circle. So I see, this is why I like Tombow. because I can play with it and get it into the place I want it to be. Okay, so we'll glue down. Oh, that's lovely, Deborah. It would have looked really nice. Well, this is something new that I tried because I've never used it before. So, and this is actually set really good. To say I only did it a few minutes ago. Then I'm going to take my big honey heater and I'm actually going to prop him up. Oops, run out. Don't forget to use your side ones. You can use these. Don't throw them away because they're still usable. And I'm going to take this off. Put those in the bin. And I'm going to put it there like that. My eyes have been so itchy. Should have the honey heater going the other way, shouldn't we? Okay, so now our sentiment. I've already got it on a block. And the happiest birthday. So I think we'll take blue. Take the blueberry bushel because we've used that. Oh, some of these are just so hard to open. I've seen Ellen do this. So we've got happiest birthday. And we don't need that. And I don't need it on my fingers. So I'm going to pop that in the middle and hope I don't get a halo around it. There we go. That H is a little bit sort of no, don't like that. So I'll have to cut another one. Now I can't put it on the back because I'm going to cut another one because I don't like that. And if I'm not happy about it, it's not worth doing, is it? I got another piece of white. That should just fit on there. All right, let's bring the mini down. Have just enough paper there to do it without getting it on that mark. Get rid of that bit of paper. No, where's our stamp? So I'll clean that off. I keep some hand sanitizer because it helps get rid of, won't get rid of all of it, but it will get rid of some of it. So all right, shall we try again? I'm only going to lightly dab it because I don't want that halo underneath. I'll put that down. There we go. Perfect. Get rid of that. The amount of wet ones I go through, I'll need that to do the and I'm going to pop this up too. I just wasn't happy with the original one that I tried. We'll put a couple on. These are good too if you've got to do a long strip. Then you just do on the side bits here and it'll sit nicely. So I'm thinking now that's a different colour. What about, no, that's more green. A greeny blue. So I just want to do one of those messy bows, you know, those. So we've got gold, white, cream, brown, grey and black. What do you think we should do? the blue's different colour, so I don't want to do the blue. Gold. Yeah, you might be right there, Ollie, because we've got the wild wheat in the bird and the yellow underneath. So gold would be. Ooh, took it off then without. Good job, I've got another one of these. Ribbon scissors. And I want another one of these. Then I'm going to take this. And I'm going to loop it. Finger sticking. So happiest birthday. I'll trim off these ends. And what you can do is you can untwist the end so that it frays. Might have to put a bit of glue under here. Now, of course, we can't put any gems on here. I suppose we could use, I've got some metal ones. So what do you think? Can we put some of these on? Oh, sorry, Deborah, we went with the Holly. She was the first one to say the colour. Now, what do you think of these? They're like a brass. So they're not silvery. So just let's see what it looks like if we put one on there. So we'll go for a big one. And put that there. Under the birthday, like I have done. 3 of them. So one big one and a couple of small ones. I guess we could put one each side. What do you think? I've never used these before. I don't even know what they... Adhesive back textured dots. That's what they are. So now we just have to do the insert. So I'm going to do... Have I got another one here? You know, I got that gorgeous gold ribbon. That's like a net. And I haven't made anything that I can use it on, would you believe? Not a thing. I want an insert. Do you put all your little bits in with your big packet? I think he's looking rather special. So that was just an idea. Like, I had no idea what it would turn out like. So I want 5.5. And I had the paste there for ages and I never used it. So I want 3 3/4. So there. And I want a piece of white to go on the top of that. So I want that one to be 5 1/4. Right there. And 3.5. So we've got 2 more cards to do in the mail cards. So depending on the cyclone, when it hits, and hopefully I'll still have power. Okay, so we'll put that on there. I don't want to put a flower. Sometime there are no words. What do you think of that one? Yeah, I'll show you in a minute the one I originally did that I wasn't happy with. I don't want to put anything with a flower on it. What if I use just this little leaf? let's celebrate. That's good enough, isn't it? So we'll get our blueberry bushel out again. Look, I've got ink on the side of it. And my fingers. I'm like a child. See? Let's celebrate. Wonderful. And I'm going to put this little leaf on, just to sort of bring a bit of the outside in. No, you won't see that. So yeah, that for the see, and that one didn't turn out real flash. And one more there. Yep, that'll do. Okay. So if you like my content and like what I do, if you could please subscribe, share the post to some of your friends that are crafty, or ring that notification bell and you'll get notified when I go live. Now, I go live every morning at 10:30, unless I have an appointment. And then I usually tell you the day before that I have an appointment. So, and then sometimes I do one in the afternoon. So, oh, that's lifting a little bit there. So I won't do what I did the other day and post it, but put it on the wrong side. So then I had to put another piece on this side to make it look even. That's because I wasn't concentrating on what I was doing, was I? So just lately I've taken a liking to putting double colours on the inside. So I think it just gives it a bit extra. Get rid of this. So this was the one I originally did using the paste, the embossing paste. So using this, we sell it, so you'll find it. So that's an embossing paste. So first I did this, and I added the colour to the paste, and then I put a different stencil on here. And I had an idea in my head, sort of thing, but you've been doing that too, have you, Deb? yeah, it just finishes it off, doesn't it? So I wasn't happy with this. So when I went to recreate it today, this is what I did. So it's still the embossing paste. I added some ink for those that haven't seen it, and some mica powder. And I was hoping it'd give it a sort of shimmer. I didn't use very much, but it doesn't. Then I used a stencil to get the circles in the paste. So, and this is what I come up with the second time, because I wasn't happy with this one. So that's our card for today, and that is card number 3. So this was card number 1. Card number 2 that we did yesterday. And you can see I've been using the Happiest Birthday because I just love that font. So I think it's really good. And I embossed all this in gold, of course. So that is our third card for mail cards. And I'll just come back up to the top. Okay. Oh, my necklace is all over the place. Okay. Oh, thank you, Deborah. So this is what we ended up with for the third card. You love it? Thank you. And thank you, Deborah. Now, the next one I have to do that I already made up, if I can find it, it's here in this mess somewhere. You should see at the side of my desk. So, this is the one I've for tomorrow. So, quite simple, using the cutouts out of the ephemera packs. Just a very easy one. So I'll do that one tomorrow. And also I'm working on this, and we might get to do the 2 tomorrow because they're not hard cards. They're just easy put together. So I might actually get both of them done tomorrow. And I've got all these shapes to put on this one, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. So we'll see what happens. So I hope that's given you some inspiration of a mail card, because there's not a lot of mail cards out there, and it's not easy to do a mail card. Like we're used to doing all the glitz on birthday cards and things like that. You know, your gems and your wink. I couldn't think of the word then. Wink and Stella. We're used to doing all that. But when it comes for a mail card, well, I don't know about you, but I had to really think what I was going to do for the mail card. So I hope you like what I've done. And I appreciate everybody who comes in and watches my channel. It is a young channel, but it is growing slowly. So you look forward for me making them, to watch me make them. Well, I will see you all. Thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow at 10:30. So tomorrow should be fine. The cyclone won't go across until early hours Friday morning. So I'm hoping that the internet stays on. We just have to wait and see, but it should be fine. Everybody's panicking, of course. You're welcome, Eileen. I'm going to try and get your card done today. You all have a great day, and hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye.